I'm going to tackle both of these questions together since they're both about negative indices. If you forget what happens with negative indices, just try doing a pattern of decreasing indexes or indices somewhere on the page, and that should help remind you. So starting with 2 cubed, we know 2 cubed is 8. 2 squared, we should know is 4. 2 to the power of 1 is just 2. Now as we go down this pattern, what are we doing to this number? We're dividing by 2 each time. So if we just continue doing that, this will help us with powers of 0 and negative powers as well. So if we divide 2 by 2, we're going to get 1. Divide something by itself, you always get 1. And that's why anything to the power of 0 is 1. We keep going. 1 divided by 2 is just easiest done as a fraction, 1/2, 1 over 2. If we divide that by 2 again, half divided by 2 is a quarter, and dividing by 2 again gives us 1/8. And if you look at the denominators of these, you'll notice that they are the same as what you'd get if you just did 2 cubed. So 2 to the power of negative 3 is 1 over 8. So that's 1 over 2 cubed. 2 to the power of negative 2 is 1 over 4, so that's 1 over 2 squared, and so on. So all the negative power does is just make it 1 over. It makes it the reciprocal. Okay, so 2 to the power of negative 5 is just going to be the same as 1 over 2 to the power of 5. So I need to know what 2 to the power of 5 is. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 again is 32. So this is 1 over 32. 3 to the power of negative 2 would be 1 over 3 squared, which is 1 over 9. 2 to the power of negative 3 is 1 over 2 cubed. The negative, remember, just does the 1 over bit. 2 cubed is 8. So this is 1/9 times 1/8. And if you remember with multiplying fractions, you just multiply the numerators together and you multiply the denominators together. 9 times 8, 72. It's much easier to give your answer as fractions on these sorts of questions. And number 2, we've got to put these in order. Now these are all powers of 4, except this one. So let's just do the same thing but with our powers of 4. 4 squared is 16. 4 to the power of 1 is 4. So we're dividing by 4 this time. 4 to the power of 0 is 1. Notice that we're dividing by 4 each time. 4 to the power of negative 1 is 1/4. And 4 to the power of negative 2, got to divide this by 4 again, so that's 1/16. So I can write the ones that I know underneath these. 4 to the power of negative 1, I know that's a quarter. 4 squared, I know is 16. This is 1 over 16. Negative 4, and 4 to the power of 0 is 1. So the biggest one here is 16, so that's going to go at this end. The next biggest one is 1. Probably a good idea to tick these off as you go as well. No, sorry, I should mention actually, it's best to put the original numbers back in your answer. So the biggest one was 4 squared. Then it was 1, which is 4 to the power of 0. Then it was, so we've done that one, 0.4 is bigger than a quarter, so it would be that next. Then we've got a quarter, which is 4 to the power of negative 1. And that's bigger than a 16th, 4 to the power of negative 2. And of course the negative number, since it's the only negative, must be the smallest.